Today we're going to be taking a first look at the new 2022 Honda Navi. I've been following this little guy, well maybe I should reword that.
A few moments later.
I wrote about it originally over at HondaProKevin.com back in 2016 when it was first announced for the Indian market. Back then it sold for 39,500 rupees, and if you did the conversion it came to only 582 bucks. Sadly, the world doesn't work that way though, and we fast forward to 2022 and now it's going to hit our shores with an MSRP of $1,807. Before we really get started though, I want to note this won't be a deep dive like we normally do. This video is just a first look, so to say, to show you the latest news with some of its specs and features mixed in there. Now, is this a scooter or a motorcycle? Well, it looks like a motorcycle due to the fact it doesn't have your typical step-through design like most scooters, even though we've kind of gotten away from that on a lot of the newer models, but the engine is all scooter. What do I mean by that? Its engine is rear mounted like a scooter and it has Honda's fully automatic V-Matic CVT transmission that was stolen from the very popular Activa. It's a carbureted 109.2cc single cylinder, 2-valve, overhead cam 4-stroke that pumps out a whopping 7.83 horsepower. Yes, we have to get the 2 decimal points in there, at 7,000 RPM and 6.6 foot-pounds of torque at 5,500 RPM. It's air cooled as well to keep it as simple as possible, but you do have a tiny fan blowing on it to help. It's also packing a tiny 0.9 gallon fuel tank, which helps keep its weight down to 236 pounds while delivering 110 miles per gallon. Now, I haven't been able to get my hands on the owner's manual yet to check out the maintenance schedule to see how affordable it'll be, but we do know Honda recommends oil changes every 2,500 miles for it and air filter changes every 10,000 miles, so per usual, it won't break the bank to maintain this bike. Now, I'm not 100% sold on its overall styling, but I'll wait until I see it in person, as pictures and videos don't always do them justice, plus that's always very subjective. But speaking of styling, I love how they put the empty space from where the engine normally is on a motorcycle to good use and are giving us some storage similar to the frunk on the NC750X. It's lockable with your key so you can throw stuff in there and not worry about it. Plus the weight will be down low so it's not as noticeable as if you were packing a trunk on the back full of stuff. When it comes to colors, you've got 4 options to choose from and they are nut brown.
What?
Yeah, nut brown. I guess Honda's running out of names for their browns this year with moose brown, pearl stallion brown, and now nut brown. Back on topic though, we also have grasshopper green, ranger green, and red to choose from. Now when it comes to suspension, it's packing the smallest inverted fork I think I've ever seen, coming in at 26.8 millimeters, and it brings in 3.9 inches of travel, while out back you have a single shock that's mounted on the left side that brings in 2.8 inches of travel. And connected to those ends are the tiny wheels it's rolling on with a 10-inch in the back and 12 inches up front with fat 90 by 90 and 90 by 100 tires. And if all of that seems a little lackluster, you have to keep in mind this thing is priced at $1,807, and if you can find a dealer that doesn't charge fees, then you'll be out the door for $2,000 or less with all of your taxes and tag. The last time you could buy a new Honda for the street under $2,000 was in the early 2000s with the Metropolitan and Ruckus. Now fast forward to today and those bikes are now priced at $24.99 and $27.99. Personally, I think this bike is going to be a home run for Honda. With its low 30.1 inch seat height and cheap price tag paired up with its scooter drivetrain while not looking like your stereotypical scooter, it's going to get a lot of people taking a chance on one of these. I can't tell you how many people over the years that wanted to buy something small like this, but their only option was a scooter, and there are countless people that are anti-scooter. They're too worried about what other people think of them while riding, so this will help alleviate some of that problem and give people another option. Similar to how the Grom, Monkey, Super Cub, and Trail models appeal to people of all ages and backgrounds, this Navi is going to do the same thing while being considerably cheaper. If you're wanting to get your hands on one of these anytime soon, I'd be contacting my local dealer ASAP, as I'm betting these will sell like hotcakes. But that's enough of me rambling on though. What do you guys think about the Navi? Are you all for it, or do you think this is a big mistake for American Honda to import this thing and they'll end up collecting dust on showroom floors? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I'll be joining in on the conversation too. And that's a wrap for this one. Thanks again for watching and for all the support lately. I really appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.